The disease was first discovered in 2012 in Saudi Arabia, where it's killed more than 400 people. Cases have also been recorded in Jordan, Egypt, Kuwait and Oman. A South Korean businessman became infected with the virus during a trip to Saudi Arabia last month. Since then, MERS has spread to more than 100 Koreans and 7 have died.
He also promises to raise more taxes to repair the deficit, create 2 million jobs a year, build 3,000 kilometres of roads and open 2 million hectares of land for farming. He'd also offer 12 years of compulsory school education, and he's talked about being more cautious on foreign investment, especially in mining.
Barack Obama is one of Twitter's 230 million users. He's the fourth most followed behind pop star Katy Perry. Authorities use Twitter to warn about impending natural disasters like the New South Wales bushfires.
To understand where Australia sits, this graph shows analysis of key nations' targets against the year 2005 on a like-for-like basis. It shows Australia's target is near the back of the pack for developed nations, behind the US, EU, Canada and New Zealand, and roughly in line with Japan.
It's taken a long time to confirm that. More than a decade ago, NASA discovered long streaks running down the mountains of Mars. They grew and then shrank depending on the season, and scientists suspected they were caused by running water. But they didn't know until now. NASA's reconnaissance orbiter used what's called a spectrometer to analyse the chemicals in these streaks by working out which colours of light they absorb. And what they found was salt. Waterlogged salt, which almost certainly means the existence of liquid H2O.
Just about everyone has at least one of them, a mobile phone. In fact, for a population of around 24 million, there are now more than 30 million registered mobiles. But few of us think of them as a tracking device. The passing of the federal government's metadata retention laws in April means authorities are required to keep information they transmit for 2 years. That information includes things like your location, who you call, and the time, date and duration of your calls. ABC reporter Will Ockenden obtained a year's worth of his personal metadata from Telstra and discovered that authorities know his every move.
The so-called envelope shows who I talk with and when, and also what I do and where I go, like this simple trip home after work. Every time I make a call, send a message or use the internet on my phone, a record of that is captured and stored. Each envelope contains information about who I contacted, the time, and the location of the phone tower my mobile connected to. As many phones automatically connect to the internet to check email or social media, often records are created when you aren't actively using it. On average, a new piece of data is created about me every 20 minutes or so, every day of the year.
Between work and home, I've shown you only a few of my metadata records. In total, more than 10 were created for this journey. That amount of data and how location specific it can be worries many.